I'm Farai Chideya with NPR's News and Notes. It looks like Illinois Senator Barack Obama is going to be the next president of the United States. Everyone is calling it, including National Public Radio. I will not sit here and vamp. I'm going to go straight to Shaun King of the blog Shaun in the City in Atlanta. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm excited. I'm on cloud nine, really.
How did you spend your election night?
Well, my wife is about 6.5 months pregnant, and we have some little ones, and so we decided to go very low key, and we're still here in the house, and so we turned down a couple party invitations and made it private, but that allowed me to kind of let my guard down and cry a little bit. I didn't have to wear my tough man suit in front of everybody else.
Why did you cry?
Well, it's moving. Barack Obama didn't just do this on his own, and he knows that. He really stands on the shoulders of so many people that came before him and worked for so much progress for black people and for all people in this country. And in so many ways, I see Barack Obama as the realization of Dr. King's dream and of so many people's dreams, of my dreams. And to see that a man like him could be elected president in our country, it's very moving for me in a very personal way.
Congressman John Lewis said something similar to what you just said, invoking Reverend King. But to just be very real about this, Reverend King was assassinated, and I hate to bring you down, but some people are very concerned right now. Do you have any concerns about the safety of Senator Obama, or just that people will become disillusioned at some point about how he chooses to govern?
Well, I have concerns, and he has concerns, but in terms of his personal safety, I don't think there's a person in the world that will be better protected than Barack Obama. The Secret Service, the full weight of our government will be behind protecting him, and they've done such a great job so far, and I think they'll only step it up. So, I have some concerns, but I'm not going to really let those go crazy, but he is inheriting a very tough job, and the threat of disillusionment and all of that is very real. But I think people voted him in office today in states like Iowa and in states like Virginia, where a Republican has been elected there or been voted for every year since 1964, I believe.
That's
people
absolutely
voted
right.
him because they really believe that he can make a difference and make a change. And so these next few months, starting in January, are going to be key for Barack Obama to really hit the ground running.
Well, Shaun, it sounds like you're up to the task of blogging it.
Absolutely. I already posted it.
All right. Well, you have a great rest of your election evening.
You too, Farai. Take care.
And now we're going to go to NPR's own Tony Cox, who is at a party in L.A. How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing great, Farai. It's quieted down a little bit as people are listening to the concession speech of Senator McCain, but you can imagine how wild it was at the moment that Barack Obama went over the top. And, Farai, the irony of tonight's party for the people who are here on this election night is that we're in Hancock Park, which is a very Tony section of Los Angeles, very near the mayor's mansion. And that's important because that's where former Mayor Tom Bradley lived when he lost the California governor's race back in 1982. And many of the people who are here tonight, mainly black folks, but not all, they remember very well what happened back then. And in fact, some of them were a part of that campaign. So tonight they're excited, as you might imagine. They're jubilant about Obama, even if some of them were gun-shy, with the numbers until they actually became indisputable. And now they are, I guess on one hand you would say that they are relieved that there is no Bradley effect happening here. And Farai, they are very, very, very happy.
It's not even a close race from what we can tell. Do you think that people are relieved that it appears to be closer to a landslide than a narrow victory?
It absolutely is. And, I don't know about other parts of the country, but I would imagine that the black folks that are at this particular party are very similar to others who are, to be quite candid about it, surprised at the level of white voter support that a black man was able to get in this country. And for them, it signaled really a change from yesterday to tomorrow. And that change was so profound for many of them that the men and women, they just broke down and cried right in front of the television. It was a very emotional moment.
Well, it just take us home with some feelings about this as a journalist who you have been someone who's covered a lot of news. What does this mean to you as a journalist?
Well, I'm stunned, to be quite honest with you. I sat there just watching it, wondering, and I've been devouring it, as all of us have, for the last 20 months or so, and I'm a political junkie anyway, and I'm stunned at the fact that it actually has happened, and I'm trying to run through my mind what was it that, the convergence of the stars, or what was it that allowed this to take place at this moment. It changes history for us who cover the news and who cover politics in a way that everybody has to readjust and shift their thinking now, because the old rules just clearly don't apply. I'll tell you this: there's some youngsters who were here. I'd say they were teenagers, and when the announcement, was made, they came running into the room talking about, there's a black president and you can be anything you want. You can do anything that you want. And for me, and as a person who even has, a youngster who's in that age range, it's just so gratifying to know that, things do change. And as my grandma used to say, you wait around long enough and things will get better.
Well, Tony, it is great to share this day with you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Farai.
That was NPR's Tony Cox, and that brings us to the end of our special online election coverage. Stay with us all this week, and particularly tomorrow, we're going to bring you a look at election 2008. Thanks for being a part of it.